This is the place.
It's so well hidden. But there's nothing weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Ilyas, do you remember this place?
I don't sense him near.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait?
There's no need for that.
Alright. We'll continue in and see if...
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application. And whenever the project hits a wall,
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud...
But he's obviously... He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your... That's not right! Why are you putting up...
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think they have a point. This is just how things are. It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters, and casual threats and insults. He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told...
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the...
Connecting... collective...
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The Collective Consciousness project is already complete, and Ilyas is now returning to the Not entirely. Keep wa-
nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Rain outlines your fate.
Rise.
The wind knows me.
Flicker.
It's completely different from what Ilias said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
I'll hate them. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your
You could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care?
It's a shame. What happened to him? Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a...
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, now our futures are up in the air? If worst comes to pass...
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You...
Hey, you're blinking out again.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when...
case, why don't we take both keys with us? Go!
Phew. Huh?
Well, Alias, this is all very strange. Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for... Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers, huh?
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Where are my manners?
Siraj. I've heard it.
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you... After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you are... However, I'm working on some research that will help you... How about it? Wanna have a...
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! No, Siraj is the real Giga Jerk here! Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him and...
I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness, and I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred, to throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive.
You were already Siraj number 36? But...
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the...
And the best guise is when you believe your own lie.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living it. Only here can I be true. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilyas. The outside world is painful sometimes, but...
Do you need more time to consider...
Hey, who are...
That is...
So you're that Giga...
Giga Jerk? Huh, how bold of you.
You...
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academy. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the... Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise
You're just trying...
Then I ask you, what's the difference? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research and extreme... People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after... Isn't that right? There's no need to deny this. As it is fact, it is natural for social, and the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once a few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care, but I didn't give up.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the...
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where? The answer is the academia. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you, the project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it...
We won't let you do...
What can you achieve with mere words? You are return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! And you aren't an outcast!
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? Return, number 36. You know as well as I...
Ilias?
You two are just as arrogant as all. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't... I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually... Alhaitham, do say a word.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of... It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilias...
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create... However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions...
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad Strange, isn't it? Why?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions...
So that's it! Wait, so you knew that Ilias, and then you pretended to keep him around just to Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll wait.
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but your struggle has been in vain. And it's time to end it.
So many and...
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved. Much like... Now then, drown in endless waves of...
Hey, Alhaitham?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance.
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but...
Into the wind.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
As one with wind and cloud! Here you are.
This isn't good.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external...
One with nature.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Guhua.
A process of elimination.
Life goes on.
Higher, pants on fire!
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong at the Academia. The march.
Storm my knight!
What's going What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Into the wind!
Orders given. Orders received.
Flicker.
Time to go! Quit it!
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? No, not necessarily.
No, my sword! Rise.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36. What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down on the list! Siraj is a liar!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memory. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed them. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will... The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made setbacks in the plan further amplified doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be, but in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, a few words were enough. Believe in the power.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. You knew that Ilias was the bait all along?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has... You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistakes.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a... You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of look. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you. Someone who doesn't fit in. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise, and on the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are.
You mean to say that...
Is that not so? Arrogant, and you view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you
Regardless, I have lost.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people, I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the general
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way.
Wait, what do you mean you left a... Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Ara... So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any more. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed there...
Seriously? By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia.
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. See you.
And off he goes. There still are a lot...
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all... What came over me? How could I do...
We were accomplices without knowing it. But whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about, Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure, Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham. But whether he chooses...
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they... We can ask Alhaitham about that.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the but I didn't have the courage. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice.
Ilias?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who did. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into, understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham.
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the... Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I should... Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and... Are you too hurt? I brought bandages and
Paimon's fine. Just a little...
Get some rest. Alhaitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see it. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of.
Okay, you stay safe. Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
The matter's settled. We can I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so...
Hey, we're not your colleagues!
You couldn't tell...
What? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
See ya.
Hold it right there!
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of...
Stop changing the subject!
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You'll know when we get there.
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh?
Stop making a fuss. They're obvious.
You're not from the academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before.
Wait, what? How do you know me?
Oh. What? You're embarrassed only now?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourself.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them.
Hey!
Hey! You're leaving just like that? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you? Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it.
But aren't you?
I wouldn't say... Okay, well... Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe...
Are you serious? How could you?
What? That was a normal response. You exposed.
Still.
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Paimon wants to know,
A year ago, Suraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab.
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind.
That's way too dangerous.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Suraj had done that, It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher.
Are you all okay? Huh. So such is life. If only he'd known. I'll hate. Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that.
You don't understand anything.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh,
Do you have any more questions?
let Paimon think. Oh, by the way.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, to some extent, they were also fooled by Suraj. The mantra will take.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandhar. He apologized.
It doesn't matter. I never Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah? You only started investigating with the mantra at the academy, but after meeting Suraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the sages and the shutdown of the Akasha. The fact that Suraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right.
Paimon understands now. Oh.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this.
Wait.
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the academia. Soon, I'll resign. I don't think Suraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before, what he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have
But why did...
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya!
See ya.